two locations. One is on Central Avenue in Nob Hill. The other is on Juan Tabo in the Heights. O'Neill's, good food, honest drink. So as Nick Noonan gets ready to step in, tonight's trivia question, anytime it's music and a little baseball related, I get excited. So I'm excited about tonight's trivia question. Here's the first pitch from Bennett. And that's a slow breaking ball in there for a called strike. Tonight's question, who originally wrote and recorded the song, The Boys of Summer? Hear that song a lot at the ballpark. We want to know who originally wrote and recorded the song. The 0-1 missed inside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. We'll give you the answer to that question in the bottom of the third. We just posted that onto the Albuquerque Isotopes Twitter page, at ABQTopes. Give us a follow. We'll keep you entertained. The 1-1, a ground ball on the right side, a bar over about 4 steps. Fields from the outfield, fringe of the grass, throws to first, and there's one away. So Noonan is retired. That'll bring Juan Perez to the plate. Scoreless game here in the third inning. Perez reached on a throwing error by first baseman Clint Robinson in the first inning. He was stranded at second. Infield and outfield play him the pull. He's a right-handed batter. And he takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Bennett stands 6'3", 200 pounds. Here's the 1-0. And that is taken for a called strike. Evens the count. Bennett has been quite the workhorse this whole season, whether it was for Broncos de Reynosa or the Albuquerque Isotopes. He's now at 119 innings pitched, including the 2 tonight. The 1-1 line in the right center field gap. Nobody's going to get this one. Jock Peterson trying to cut it off. He will. Perez going to go for 2. The throw will be a little offline. And Juan Perez has got himself a double with 1 out here in the third inning. That's the 4th hit of the night for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have had 2 runners stranded on base in the first and second innings. So again with Bennett, the innings, he's now at 119 innings. Combined between his totals at Reynosa and Albuquerque. A year ago he threw 108. The last time that he threw this many innings, it's been a long time since he's thrown this many. And the first pitch is taken for a called strike by Minakazi. You have to go back to 2002 when Bennett was pitching for Lynchburg. That's the Pirates' single-A affiliate in the Carolina League. Now, granted, most years since then he's been a reliever. This is only his second year as a starting pitcher again. The 0-1 misses outside. Early in his career, Bennett had back-to-back seasons of over 170 innings pitched. That's when he was still just a baby, a teenager, or barely into his 20s. That's before they really started to monitor the pitch counts of high school players. They just threw and threw in the early 2000s. Now time is called by Minakazi. And so we'll see how Bennett, as he now wants time because it looks like he's got a little bit of dirt that's in his cleats. So it'll be a challenge for Bennett as we get to the dog days of summer, the sprint to the finish on whether or not he can maintain the consistency that he had when he first arrived to the Isotopes. His last 2 starts have probably been his worst 2. The 1-1 is low for a ball. At Las Vegas on July 11th, he allowed 8 runs in 6 innings. And then in his last start, the first game after the All-Star break against Sacramento here at the Lab, he allowed 5 runs on 9 hits in 4 innings. Here's the 2-1 from Bennett, and that one's fouled off. Bennett's ERA has climbed from 3.32 to 4.48 after those last 2 starts. And both times he gave up 2 home runs. He had given up hardly any home runs all year. He had given up 6 in his first 11 starts and then 4 in his last 2. So trying to get back on track tonight and deliver another quality start. So far, he's been able to pitch out of trouble. Needs to do it again here in the third. The 2-2. A swing and a miss. Good pitch there. That's the sneaky fastball. Minakazi was late Fastball away. That's 4 strikeouts tonight for Bennett. There's now 2 outs, a runner at second. Here's the catcher, Andrew Susick. Susick is a right-handed batter. Bennett has done dramatically better against the right-handers than the lefties this year. 255 opponent's batting average against for righties, 329 for lefties. Susick pops the first pitch up, foul. That's going to get just over the screen, about 8 rows back. Erickson gave it a look, but no chance. Also, Bennett's ERA much higher here in Albuquerque, 5.46 here at the lab, 3.80 on the road. So at second base is Perez. He doubled with 1 out. There's now 2 outs in a scoreless game, 3rd inning, and the 0-1. And that misses outside for a ball. In fact, that last start for Bennett when he only went 4 innings, that was the first time, other than the game that was suspended by rain after 1 inning, that he had not gone 6 innings or more since his first start for Albuquerque back on May 17th. The 1-1. Breaking ball, a wave and a miss. Boy, Bennett can really spin off a really nice slow curve. He has thrown some beautiful curveballs tonight. It was fun talking to Aaron Seeley before today's game on the Bank of the West on Next show. We were talking about pitching in the conditions, if there's wind, if it's a high altitude. And it was interesting what Seeley had to say about curveballs. Here's the 1-2 from Bennett. Let's see if he throws another. Nope, he goes fastball away. And one of the things that Seeley said is that if you're going to throw a curveball in the high altitude, you better throw it properly. You better really know where your release point is and where the spin is going to be, where your arm slot is. Because it can be unforgiving, but you can still throw some good curveballs in the altitude. You just really have to have your mechanics ready. The 2-2 is in the dirt. Erickson's going to try to throw to third, and Romack was late getting to the bag, and so advancing on the wild pitch was Perez from second to third. That had the potential for disaster, as Romack was not at third, and Erickson kind of threw it to Romack more than he threw it to the base. In retrospect, might have been better just not to throw. When I saw where Erickson was and the ball coming out of the hand of Erickson and where the third baseman, where Romack was, I was thinking, uh-oh, that could go down the left field line. But Bennett's still 1 pitch away from getting out of this 3rd inning. Count is full, 3-2. Tried to get Susick to chase the last 2. He would not. Payoff pitch, ground ball to second. Big, huge hop for Ibarra. He's got it on to first, and that'll do it for the Grizzlies here in the 3rd inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, still scoreless between Fresno and Albuquerque. And this is Isotopes Baseball on 610, the sports animal.